Have you ever wondered about the first people to step foot on the beautiful islands of Antigua and Barbuda? Long before the Europeans discovered these idyllic islands, they were the home of the Siboney people. As early as 2400 BC, these first inhabitants were making their mark in this tropical paradise. The Siboney were a people of the sea, living off the bountiful marine life that surrounded the islands. Then the Arawaks and Caribs arrived. They journeyed from South America, bringing with them a well-developed culture, innovative farming techniques, and a distinctive style of pottery. These new settlers cultivated the land, shaping the islands into their new home with their advanced agricultural practices. Their influence is still palpable today, seen in the rich cultural heritage of Antigua and Barbuda. The Arawaks and Caribs called these islands home until the arrival of Europeans. This was the beginning of a new chapter in the history of these beautiful islands. So, who were the first Europeans to lay eyes on Antigua and Barbuda? Well, it was none other than the famed explorer Christopher Columbus. On his second voyage in 1493, Columbus stumbled upon this stunning archipelago. He named the larger island Antigua, drawing inspiration from a revered church in Spain known as Santa Maria la Antigua. In the years following Columbus's discovery, both the Spanish and French attempted to colonize these alluring islands. But the island's indigenous communities, the Caribs and Arawaks, fiercely defended their homeland, thwarting these early European attempts. However, the tide turned in 1632 when the English successfully established a settlement on Antigua. This marked the beginning of a new era for the islands. The English introduced sugar plantations, dramatically transforming the island's economy and landscape. These sugar plantations, however, came with a dark side. To keep up with the labor-intensive sugar production, the English brought in African slaves, a tragic chapter in the island's history. The English rule over Antigua and Barbuda endured for over 3 centuries. During this period, the islands saw periods of prosperity, conflict, and change. The legacy of this era is evident in the island's culture and history, from its colonial architecture to its Creole traditions. The English rule lasted for over 300 years, profoundly shaping the island's culture and history. This influence continues to resonate in the lives of Antiguans and Barbudans today. But how did Antigua and Barbuda transition from British rule to an independent nation? Let's step back in time to 1834, when the British Empire abolished slavery. The end of this inhumane practice was indeed a victory for human rights, but it also plunged the islands into economic struggles. The formerly enslaved people were now free, but they were left without resources or means to sustain themselves, leading to a period of hardship and struggle. Fast forward to the 1940s, and we see the rise of the labor movement. This was a pivotal period for the islands, as it saw the birth of political consciousness and the fight for workers' rights. The labor movement eventually evolved into the Antigua Labor Party, a political force that would lead the islands towards self-governance. In 1967, Antigua and Barbuda achieved full internal self-governance. This was a significant milestone, but the islands were still under the British Crown, a status that would change only years later. Finally, the dawn of November 1st, 1981, marked a new era for the islands. That day, Antigua and Barbuda shrugged off the vestiges of colonial rule and emerged as a sovereign nation. The air was filled with the spirit of freedom as the national flag was hoisted, symbolizing the island's independence. On November 1st, 1981, Antigua and Barbuda proudly raised their national flag as a sovereign nation. So where does Antigua and Barbuda stand today in the grand scheme of things? Let's delve into that. These twin islands are a beacon of political stability, a rare gem in the Caribbean. Their robust democratic traditions and peaceful transitions of power are a testament to their mature political culture. Tourism is the lifeblood of the island's economy, with their pristine beaches, crystal clear waters, and warm tropical climate attracting visitors from around the globe. This industry is thriving, and it's not hard to see why. But it's not just the natural beauty that draws people in. The island's cultural heritage, rich and vibrant, continues to flourish. The rhythmic beats of calypso music fill the air, cricket matches ignite the spirit of friendly competition, and traditional foods like fungi and pepper pot keep the culinary traditions alive. From the ancient Siboney to the present day, the history of Antigua and Barbuda is a captivating tale of resilience and cultural richness. In just a few minutes, we've journeyed through thousands of years of history. We've seen the resilience and tenacity of the people of Antigua and Barbuda. From its indigenous roots, through colonization and the fight for independence, to the thriving nation it is today, Antigua and Barbuda's history is a testament to the enduring spirit of its people.